Well, hello again. We are on the last section of this unit. It is lesson 4.8, standard deviation. So first, let's talk about what the formula looks like. It looks like this right here. That sigma sign means you are adding a bunch of things together. As I goes from 1 to n, you're going to add the ith term, or you're going to subtract the ith term minus x bar, which stands for the mean of your data. You're going to square that, and then you're going to add all of those together, and then you're going to divide by the number of numbers in your list, and then you're going to square root that. So we calculate the mean. That's what x bar is, that x with a little bar over top. We subtract each x from that mean. We square each difference. We add all of those squares together. We divide by the number of values. That's what n is. And then we take the square root of the whole thing, and that is the standard deviation. So let's look at an example: 1, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, and 12. So it's a small example. So just to give you an idea. Well, the mean, if I add all those numbers together, I get 49. There are 7 numbers in the list, so the mean is 49 divided by 7, which is 7. Now let's look at how far each number is from the mean. So I basically take each number and subtract 7, which is the mean. 1 minus 7 gives me -6. 4 minus 7 gives me -3, and so on, and that's how I get those 7 numbers. If I square each of those differences, 6 becomes 36, -3 becomes 9, -1 becomes 1, and so on. And if I add those squares together, I get 84. If I divide by the number of values in the list, which is 7, then I get 12. And then if I square root that, I get 12 to the 1/2, which is 3.464. So that would be the standard deviation in this case. Now, just a couple of notes. If you are allowed to use a calculator, you would put everything into a frequency table. You would input values and frequencies into your calculator, and you would use one variable statistics. If you have data ranges, you would input the midpoints and the frequencies into a calculator and use one variable statistics. And then you would look in that table that it gives you at the very end, and the standard deviation that you want is beside that sigma x. It'll say sigma x equals something. So that's how you do it on a calculator. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you tomorrow.